Hello everyone, my name is Cherie, and this is the 31-day horror movie challenge. Today's challenge is number 25, an international horror film. I chose Audition from 1999. A widower uses a soap opera audition as a dating service in an attempt to find a new wife. Audition was based on a story by Ryu Murakami. The script was by Daisuke Dengen, and the director was Takahashi Miike. The stars were Ryo Ishibashi and Aihi Shiina. So sorry about the pronunciation. What works in the movie? Okay, this is really horrific. It's a slow build, but I have to say the horror at the end is horrifying. Yes, this is a horror movie. What doesn't work in the movie? Okay, so it's a really slow burn. It came across more as a drama initially. I didn't realize it was a horror film. I mean, I knew it was because I'm doing the challenge, but if I were just watching it, it's like, oh, it's kind of like a drama. No, it's a horror film. I have to say, I'm not sure what they were trying to say with this. I'm going to have to think on this. I'm going to have to watch some videos on this. This is my just initial reaction, having just watched it. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. What can you learn from the nation about this film? Okay, this is this is a Japanese film, and I love the Japanese. I love Japan. My best friend in high school was Japanese. They're so creative. They are so interesting. They are very different in the way they do horror films. Japan is its own unique creative thing. How is horror tackled differently from this nation? Well, I'm going to say there weren't a lot of jump scares. I would say they go more in a psychological direction of how others hurt others, of trauma from the past manifesting itself later. It's more about people and characters than a lot of horror I've seen. What would a remake look like in your country? I think this would be a great remake for the US, especially post Weinstein, Me Too, Time's Up times. This was done in 1999, and so there were a lot of things in the audition process that, like, I was triggered by. It was totally objectionable. Like, there are these two men in suits doing the audition behind a desk, and the woman comes out, and she's sitting in a chair alone by herself, and is asked all these really personal questions. What does your father do? Would you accept sex work? You know, and then they're made to show their talents. One woman's made to take off her top. You know, in today's atmosphere, the protagonist would be portrayed as a bad guy for doing this stuff, especially where I come from in California, where there are all these harassment laws and trainings that take place. Like, you couldn't get away with any of that right now. This really struck me. They weren't reading lines from a script. Like, there were no sides. They were just talking about themselves. So they weren't even being auditioned on if they could act for this thing. It was horrible. I have to say, if you're in the entertainment industry, you should probably watch this one. But I can't say how I really feel about it now. Would I want to watch it again? I'm not sure. Am I going to recommend it? I'm not sure. It's been on a lot of recommendation lists, which is why I watched it. And yet it triggered me emotionally, so I guess it's done really well. But man, I don't know how I feel about this one. All right, so that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.